I'm Stephen Tate, a Pork CRC Research Fellow based at the University of Queensland. We're examining a different way of treating solid manures to get better value out of the manure in the form of biogas energy and nutrient fertiliser products. We're mainly looking at spent piggery litter and chicken egg layer manure. There are other industries like the chicken meat industry that also produces a spent litter, and this technology might be applicable in that industry too. At the moment, solid manure residue might be worth about $20 a tonne, around about there, and its fertiliser value if it's sold on to a broadacre crop grower. If you extract biogas energy from it, and if you turn it into a nutrient fertiliser, you can effectively double that value to about $40 a tonne. As we've been speaking to farmers, we've been getting to know the business of intensive livestock production. And we really believe that NAMP provides a good avenue for researchers to target the needs of those industries, to develop technologies and solutions that farmers can benefit from. There are off-the-shelf systems available to producers that can turn this kind of waste into biogas energy and nutrient fertilisers. The issue with those is they're often very complex and very costly. So we are really targeting a simple system and a cost-effective system that a farmer can use in Australia. Now, this is an area where we are working together with other projects in NAMP, because other projects are directly measuring the amount of greenhouse gas emissions that come from stockpiles. We are simulating it and then comparing that with the direct measurements. So once we've collected our 100 kilograms of material, put it in buckets, and take it back to the University of Queensland St Lucia site, where we run our demonstration scale lab infrastructure on this material. So we are simulating what might be out in the field on a farm at a smaller scale but still fairly large scale in our lab. It's a 200 litre size system. On a daily basis, our PhD student Xiao will be collecting samples from this infrastructure and then looking how much methane is in the biogas that's being produced from the manure, and also looking at the amount of nutrients that are available in a liquid sample that he collects from the equipment we have in our lab. One of the things that we are researching at the moment is how you keep conditions healthy for bugs so that they can get the biogas energy out and extract the nutrients. It's all about changing conditions in our system, looking at whether those bugs are still there, whether they're healthy, growing, and then really targeting the conditions that are best for those particular bugs. So we're testing this technology at around 200 litre scale. But you can imagine that the system out on a farm would be dealing with tons and tons of manure solid. So as a strategic move, we've included Quantum Power, who is a supplier of biogas equipment, as a key partner to our project. It can help us identify a good pathway for this technology to ultimately be applied on farm scale. Our aim is really to target a simple system that a farmer can use on site, and a system that's cost effective, but still a system that effectively gets the biogas energy and the nutrients out of that waste. So in the future, the way we see it looking out on a farm is the spent litter material will be placed in an underground reservoir or an above ground contained room or space. It's a bit like a glorified landfill because you're running liquid over the top of that solid material and it progressively breaks it down. It dissolves organic material that then gets carried with that liquid to another part, which might be a covered lagoon or a more sophisticated anaerobic digester, which then turns that material into biogas energy, and ultimately that liquid then goes to a fairly simple system that recovers the nutrients into a concentrated fertiliser that can then be sold off to broadacre crop growers. This research wouldn't be possible without the funding of Australian Air Corporation Limited, the Pork CRC and Quantum Power, and of course the federal government.